graph and connect the given sets of 3 points. Then calculate the distance between the points. So we want to calculate the distance between the points. So 1 is right here. And then 2, 1 is right here. And 4, 4 is right there. Okay, so the distance between four, 1, 4, 1, and 2, 1 is 2. Because if you notice, these 2 points, these 2 are the same, we eliminate them. So we do 4 minus 2, which is 2. Okay, so this point here is 2. Okay, now the distance between four, 4 and 4, 1 is 3. Because if you notice, the 4 and this 4 is the same, those x are the same, the only difference are the y's. See, the x are the same, the only difference is the y, and this is the difference of 3. Okay, so now the only missing part we're missing is the distance between, let's see, use blue, the distance between 4, 4 and 2, 1 is, and we need to do the Pythagorean theorem to find this missing distance right here, this purple line. Let me draw it nicer. Right there. Okay, so we do a squared plus b squared equals to c squared. Okay, so a is 3, b is 2, and we square them equals to c squared. You get 9 plus 4 equals to c squared. And the square root of them is square root of 13 squared. Hey, Leland, can I borrow your calculator, son? Leland! Okay, you guys, is the square root of 13. Round it to the nearest hundredth. Or you can put the square root of 13. It didn't say. It didn't say round, so square root 13 is good too. Honey! Oh, okay. Anyways, the diagonal of the 2 is, we went over this, how we got the distance of 5, 5. 5 squared plus 5 squared equals to c squared. 25 plus 25 equals to c squared. Square root of 50 equals to c squared. Okay, square root both sides is c. Square root of 50 is close to 49. Square root of 49 is 7, so it's probably 7.07 from what I can remember. Okay, 50 is closest to 49. It's 7. It's not quite 1. It's very close to 49. I believe that's the length. Okay, that's this diagonal between W and Y. Now we can say, because these are parallel, these are isosceles trapezoid, that this distance, we can measure it, take that out. Okay, you can erase, got an eraser on the test, you erase it and relook. Okay, take that, and that point is 7, 2, and shade it in with your pencil so you do not get distracted by the other stuff. Okay. Okay, so you take these 2 points right here and here, and notice the 7s are the same, so that's not going to be at 7 minus, that's 5, 2, and then you take, okay, and then you look at these 2 right here, and notice that the 2's on the y's are the same, so 7, you got 2 minus 7 or 7 minus 2, which is also 5. So we can say, because they're both 5, because A plus B squared equals to C squared, they're 5 squared plus 5 squared equals to C squared. So we know that both, we can make this statement that it's 7.07 also. So we know that both length WY, line segment WY, and XZ, line segment XZ, are diagonal length is about, make sure you use the word about because you round, 7.07 unit blocks, whatever you want to put there. Okay, now number 3, translate the given figure 6 unit horizontally, okay, and 5 unit vertically. So 6 units horizontal is the X, X's add 6, whatever X is you add 6 vertical, this way is the Y. Oh, this is a negative, I'm sorry you guys, that's a -5. I didn't put it right next to each other. So it's Y minus 5. So whatever this is E. And we assume each box represent 1 then. That's 1, -3, 6 for E. F is 0, 3. G is 3, 0. And D is -6, 3. Okay? So whatever that is, okay. Okay, the rules are, okay, let's do, D is -6, 3. E is -3, 6. F is 0, 3. G is 3, 0. And the rule is, no, okay, well, D prime, E prime, F prime, and g prime. We'll find that later, but the rule is the rule for each vertices is x plus 6 and y minus 5. Alright, so your x here, x plus 6, so negative 6. If I substitute in negative 6 here, plus the 6, I would get 0. Okay, and y is, the y is y minus 5. Y minus 5 for each vertices. Okay, so I substitute in the y in the 3 in there, minus 5, it's negative 2. Okay. Okay, sorry, I got interrupted. E, just follow those rules and you get your answer. X plus 6, and that's a positive 3, and y minus 5, that's a 1, right there. And then x plus 6, that's 6. Y minus 5, that's negative 2. X plus 6, that's 9. Y minus 5, that's negative 5. Okay? Alrighty. Let's see. Well, let's see how it looks. Okay, let's do our 0, negative 2. Let's do in black. 0, negative 2 is right there. 3, 1 is right there. And 6, negative 2 is right there. And 9, oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't look right. 9, negative 5. Look! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Negative 5. Well, we know that's wrong for sure. Okay, let me double check my G. It's 3, 0. Definitely a 9. Y minus 5. That's negative 5. That does not look right. Horizontal is 6. X plus 6. E is 3. 1. X plus 6. 9. Aha! You should tell me it's a -3. Oh, silly Mrs. Wilcox. See? It's not 30, it's -30. Now, guys, if you do this on a test and you get confused, go to another question, come back to it later. Okay? Don't get stuck on something that you make a careless mistake on like I did. So I knew it was wrong because it just, that 9 was just off at the very beginning. 3, 5. So learn from what I do wrong. If you get stuck and you can't find it, skip it and come back later and match up your numbers. Because I keep looking at my points and my number and it didn't look right. So if you look at it and you can't find it, always go to the next problem and come back to it later, because you know how to do this. Look, looks pretty much alike. They're congruent. The word is congruent. Okay? Alright. So we want to know which one would we use for chipping. Alright, we did this. This is your question on your test. So look at it. Box A was the answer. So you would have done A squared. Find this length first. Right here. Plus B squared equals to C squared. So that'll be 2 squared plus 2.5 squared equals to C squared. That is 4 plus 2.5 times 2.5, 6.25 equals to C squared. Add them together, you get 10.25 square root. It's very close to 9, so it's 3 point probably something for that. And then you need, I don't have the answer, you guys, but I know one of these worked. Hey, Leland! Honey! Shoot, I need a calculator with square root. Okay, guys, I don't have it, but one of them is the answer. You either... Honey, I need a calculator with a square root.
Huh?
I need a calculator with a square root.
Oh.
Either you divide this by 12 inch to make it into feet and discover that 42 inch divided by is 3.5 feet.
I just want to hear it one time.
Thank you. He didn't hear me? His earphones was on, that's why. Listening to his music too loud. Mo, your son didn't hear me, my honey. Okay, well, let's see. 10.25 square root is 3.2. 3.2 equals to C. Okay, so you're going to use that one with this one. So on your test, you may want just to color it so you see exactly what you're doing. 3.2 here. Okay, feet. Feet. Alright, then A squared plus B squared, 1.5 squared plus 3.2 squared equals to C squared. 1.5 5 squared plus 3.2 squared. That should get you, after you add it, you should get 12.49 equals to C squared. Take the square root. That's still, probably 3.5 something, because 14 times 14, 4 times 4 and 3 times 3 is 9. That's 3 away. 14 is about 2 away, so it's closer to 4, a little bit more. So it's 3.6 possibly. This is how we estimate your answer, you guys, because on the test I'm going to ask you that. I'm going to give you a square root, and you need to tell me to the nearest tenth how you figure it out without a calculator. Okay, how can you test it in a calculator? So, second, I'm going to put it on tomorrow's homework. We're going to go over 12.49 square root. It's 3.53. We know it'll fit into here. All we need is 3.53 feet. So this is bigger than our given number we got. Okay? Now, so A fits. Let's see if B fits. You need to do both. We know from the test it did not. A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. That's 4 plus 4, or 2 squared plus 2 squared equals to C squared. And that's 8 equals to C squared. Now this is very close to 9, so it's probably 9, because it's one number away from the square root of 9. So the square root of 8 is 2.8. Oh, it's 2.8. 2, or 3 rounded, is equal to C. Okay, so you do 2.83 squared plus 2 squared equals to C squared. Okay, so that gives you 2.83 squared. It's basically 8 plus 4 equals to C squared, because you get 8.008, so basically 8. 12 equals to C squared, square root of 12. 3.46 is about C. So we know B. Which box will the bat fit in? Explain your reasoning. The bat will fit into box A, because the bat is 3.53 feet long. Oh, the bat is 3.5 feet, and the box is 3.53 feet. Box E, box B will not work. Because it's only 3.46 feet. It needs to be at least 3.5 feet. I'll just leave it like that. I hate writing too much anyways, because we know it won't work, because the bat is 3.5 feet. But make sure when you explain, you're explaining with numbers. Okay, and I need to see this work in conversion. If you're going to turn it into inches, make sure you multiply this by 12 inch, multiply this by 12 inch, to see if which one will fit the 42 inch bat. Okay, I'm going to stop here and upload this on the internet. because it's already